Welcome back. I am Stephen Lind, USC Marshall Business Professor, Consultant, and English Language Specialist for the U.S. State Department. Joining you from across the pond as part of the State Department's Global English Language Initiative. In this module, we will cover 11 essential business idioms, organized into 4 categories: meeting openers, progress updates, drawing attention, and finance. We introduced these idioms in the previous modules, and we will review all of them again here in this one video. You have access to a PDF companion guide for this module. I encourage you to keep it open alongside this video. The on-screen cards are designed as quick reference visuals, and the PDF gives you the full definitions, Arabic translations, and usage tips for each expression. The two are designed to work together. Now, before we get into the idioms themselves, I want to talk about why we are doing this at all. When most people study a foreign language, they focus on grammar and vocabulary. And that foundation is essential. But there is a second layer to fluency that textbooks rarely teach. And that layer is idioms. Every language has them. Arabic has them, English has them. They are the expressions that do not mean what the words literally say. They are the shortcuts that native speakers use without thinking. The phrases that fill boardrooms and email inboxes and hallway conversations. And for a non-native speaker, encountering an idiom without context can stop communication entirely. You understood every word and still missed the meaning. In a business setting, that gap is costly. Because business English is not just transactional, it is relational. And while communication may often be more formal and straightforward in an Arabic-speaking business setting, an English-speaking setting, especially an American English-speaking setting, is often full of metaphors and idioms. The professionals who build the strongest international partnerships are the ones who understand not just the language, but the meaning behind the language's words, and the culture embedded in their varied use. Idioms are where culture lives. So today is not about grammar rules. It is about closing that gap, giving you 11 expressions that will immediately make your professional English sound more natural, more fluent, and more credible to a native speaker. Let's get into it. The first category is meeting openers. 3 idioms you will hear and use at the start of meetings and conversations. Follow along with the idiom cards on screen and in your PDF. Number 1, break the ice. This means to ease tension and get a conversation started, especially when people do not know each other well. To break the ice, let's start with a quick round of introductions. You have heard me say this. Now you know exactly what it means and why I use it. Number 2, get the ball rolling. This one signals a transition from planning to action. It is energizing in tone. It implies momentum, forward movement, everyone moving together. Let's get the ball rolling by confirming next steps. Pro tip, always pair this idiom with a specific action. That is what makes it useful rather than vague. Number 3, cut to the chase. This means go directly to the most important point. Skip the preamble, skip the background, get to what matters. To cut to the chase, we need approval by Thursday. Use this when time is limited or when you want to signal that you respect everyone's schedule. Direct, but when delivered professionally, it reads as confident and efficient. Notice something about all 3 of those. They are action idioms. They move things forward. Break the ice starts the relationship. Get the ball rolling starts the work. Cut to the chase cuts through the noise. If you only learned 3 idioms from this entire module, those 3 would serve you well in almost any professional meeting you will ever enter. Now let's keep moving. The second category covers idioms for keeping people informed on ongoing work. These are the expressions you reach for in status updates, email threads, and check-in conversations. Number 4, keep me in the loop. A request to stay updated as something develops. Please keep me in the loop as the timeline changes. This does not mean micromanage me. It means include me in the relevant updates. You can also say someone was out of the loop if they missed information. Both forms are common. Number 5, in the pipeline. Something currently in progress, being prepared, moving toward completion. The revised proposal is in the pipeline for next week. This is particularly useful when a deliverable is not yet ready, but you want stakeholders to know work is happening. It reassures without overpromising. Number 6, smooth sailing. Progress without obstacles or delays. Everything going as planned. After clearance, it was smooth sailing to the warehouse. You can also use it predictively. Once we get sign-off, it should be smooth sailing from there. Here is what these 3 sound like in combination. Imagine you are sending a quick project update to a senior director. You might write, please keep me in the loop on any changes from your side. Our deliverable is in the pipeline for Friday, and assuming approvals come through, it should be smooth sailing from there. 3 idioms, 4 sentences, and that reads like a native speaker wrote it. That is the goal. The third category, drawing attention. Number 7, in black and white, written down clearly and officially in a contract, email, or formal document. Please put the terms in black and white. Important. Do not confuse this with in the black, which is a finance idiom meaning operating at a profit. 2 different expressions, very different meanings. Your PDF flags this distinction as well. Number 8, the fine print. The small, detailed terms in a contract or agreement that are easy to overlook, but legally significant. Let's review the fine print before we sign. This can be used literally, the actual small text in a document, or figuratively, to refer to hidden conditions in any agreement. Always read it. Number 9, to be on the safe side. To take extra precautions, even when the risk is small. To be on the safe side, we added a 3-day buffer to the timeline. This phrase works well at the beginning of a sentence as a justification. It signals careful, professional thinking, not fear, but foresight. Finance and outcomes. These last 2 carry a little more weight than the others, not because they are harder, but because they show up in the highest stakes conversations. Pay close attention. You may also recognize these from Module 9, where they were first introduced in a data briefing context. We are reviewing them here because they belong in your permanent vocabulary. Number 10, in the red and in the black. In the red means operating at a financial loss. Expenses exceed revenue. The term comes from accountants, historically using red ink to record losses. In the black means the opposite, operating at a profit. We were in the red last quarter, but we are in the black now. These 2 form a pair. You will hear them constantly. Number 11, the bottom line. 2 meanings. Financially, it refers to the net profit or loss at the bottom of a financial statement. In everyday professional conversation, it means the single most important point, what everything comes down to. The bottom line is we need a decision today. Learn to recognize which meaning is intended from context. Usually it is obvious. Before I let you go, a quick self-check. Without looking at the screen or your PDF, can you recall all 4 categories? Meeting openers, progress updates, documents and caution, finance and outcomes. And can you name at least 2 idioms from each? If you hesitated anywhere, that is your signal of where to spend time in the PDF. 11 idioms, 4 categories. And the goal is not to memorize a list, it is to use them. Pick 3. Commit to using them this week in actual professional communication. An email, a meeting, a status update. When they start to feel natural, and they will, add 3 more. That is how executive English is built, one expression at a time. I will see you in the next module. Shukran.